Hello, 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 and happy Wednesday, everybody, and also happy first day of March. For those of you who are not sure where you are and who I am your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne of Joanne's Cosmic Energy Radio Show. Happens once a month, and here we are on the very first day of March. What a great day to come in on the first of the month. Anyway, today's title is all about March magic. It's your opportunity. If you already have one, it's your opportunity to go ahead and use your magical wand throughout the entire month. And if you don't have one, maybe it's time to get one because the energy for this month is definitely going to be extremely powerful. So definitely make sure you use your magic because we all have magic within us. We don't really need a wand for it, but hey, I have one, so why not you get yourself one as well? So I want to give you just say thank you for being here with me today. Share this out. Let your friends know that I'm here. I'm going to be sharing with you the zodiac signs, the forecast to what's going on. And if you missed last month's episode, you can always go and watch it on all the platforms. Just to name a few of them, we have iTunes, iHeart, Audible, and there's so many more, but those are just the ones that I can remember at this very moment. We're also streaming on YouTube, so those of you who might be watching on YouTube, hello, hello. Put your comments down below, share, like, and comment. Want to give a shout out to one of my partners that helped me make this show and my other show run smoothly, which is Joe Monkman. He is our shamanic healing practitioner and wellness advocate. And then, of course, you have me. You have me who does all that I do in the healing realm and of course holistic personal training as well. So I'm super excited to be here. In case you're not sure of my whole huge bio, I am your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast Deck, and the founder of Holistic Fitness, which is located right here in Queens, New York. Again, super excited to be here with you. So let's get this party started in reference to all that is happening this month. Now that we're on the first day of March, we've actually already been in Pisces season since February 20th. We've been in Pisces season, so that's really on its way. So grab your pen and paper because I have lots to share with you before we dive in to the card reading for each zodiac sign. This is a intensive month, energetically speaking, and what I mean by that is we have a lot of planets that are going to get ready to transit from one zodiac sign to another. Now, if you are like me, and when this is happening, you definitely do feel it. You might feel it emotionally, you may feel it physically, mentally, and even psychologically. You know, we all feel things in different ways. And I know for me, I get very emotional. And also, for whatever the reasons are, I often feel it in my body. You know, that's just what it is. There's a medical explanation, but then there's also a metaphysical explanation as well. And I always fall into the understanding of the metaphysical because the metaphysical really helps us to better understand what's going on with our mind, body, and spirit as a unit. So, let's start off with the fact that just today in itself, the moon, the daily moon, is in Cancer energy. So for any of you who do have sun, moon, or rising in Cancer, you're probably going to be feeling this energy. I know I have a rising Cancer sign, so I definitely feel this moon's energy. For those of you who are not aware, the association that Cancer has, it's associated with family, home. When we speak of home, we speak of the body as well and your shelter, plus your workplace. It's about nurturing, healing. It's that connection that you have with your mother, the connection you have as a mother, because we're all mothers, even the men are. We are mothering ourselves and reminding ourselves to take care, self-care, very important for our inner child. And then it's also the connections that we do have with other women as well, that feminine energy. And today's moon, like I said, is in Cancer. So the sun is in Pisces, the moon is in Cancer. So a lot of water going on today. So again, that's another reason why you may be feeling a little bit more emotional than usual. So note that. So let's dive into all the energy that's going on with March, Pisces energy, what's about to take place. because we are on the 1st of March tomorrow, which in less than 24 hours from now, we have Mercury that's going to be entering into Pisces. Mercury is our planet of communication, technology, and also how we schedule things and how we learn and listen to one another. And because it's going to be going into Pisces, if you're not aware of what Pisces is all about, first, it carries the energy of all the zodiac signs. That's to start off with. So it carries a lot of energy. It's intuitive. It's also about tying up those loose ends, tapping into our psychic abilities. And then on, let's say, the flip side of the higher vibration, the flip side of that would be there's a tendency that if we become overwhelmed, we fall into addictions of whatever sort it may be. Making note that with Mercury moving into Pisces, there's a good probability that your ability to connect with spirit may become heightened. So pay attention to if you start to experience ringing in the ear or buzzing in the ear for that matter, or if, let's say, you're alone and you start to hear voices and no one's there with you, don't think you're going a little crazy. It's just that Mercury energy is helping to amplify your ability to connect with spirit, which when you get used to it, it's actually an amazing way of communicating. I know for me, it's my gateway to communicate with my mom and also other loved ones as well. So appreciate it when it shows up. Next thing that's happening, this is one of the biggies that's taking place. We have Saturn that is also moving into Pisces on March 7th. Saturn is our planet of structure, karmic cycles, your foundation as well. With that, it comes along with boundaries. So if you're somebody that does not have boundaries, you may start to notice that you might start to say no a little bit more. You may become a little bit more rigid in regards to if people show up late or don't call to let you know they're not attending something. That's going to be that Saturn's energy happening. Before I even go further, I want to remind you to look at your natal chart to see where these specific planets are on your chart to get a better understanding to what it actually means for you. Now, you might actually be asking yourself, well, how the hell am I supposed to know what all that means? That's where I come into play. When you get your chart and you're curious to know what it is that, let's say, Saturn might be playing in your 6th house energy, what that means for you in whatever zodiac sign it's in, I'll be able to give you that information. And you can definitely go ahead and redeem a 15-minute complimentary self-growth discovery session. I will throw that email at you later, so you can email me once you have your natal chart if you're curious to know how this energy is going to help you out. Saturn, as it moves into Pisces on the 7th, will stay there for the next 2.5 years. So there's a big energy coming in. Lots of things we're going to be learning. Now let's talk a little bit about the next energy that's taking place. And I do have some notes here because there's a lot of stuff going on. Now, I did skip over something, and it's really important. We have on Friday, March 3rd, which is not too far away, we have that 33 energy, 3-3 energy. That is a portal energy in regards to, again, because it is a master number, it's the master creator, master sacrificer. So that on that particular day, that energy is going to be very powerful. So please be gentle with yourself, because when we take the overall energy of 2023, which is a 7, and we add that 33 to that, we're actually going to round it down to a single digit, and we're going to get a 4 energy. So it really is about building your foundation with your body, building your foundation with the work that you do, and building your foundation with your community and spirit. That's really important as well. Then we're going to move on to the next planet on March 23rd, which actually falls out of Pisces at that point, but I just want to talk about this one and then one other, and then we're going to get ready to move into the card reading. March 23rd, we have Pluto, which is another big player, planet of transformation, decay, and death. And all that just really means is that Pluto is going to help destroy what no longer really serves your energy. It's moving out of Capricorn and into Aquarius on the 23rd, and it will remain there for the next 7 years. So again, the big player. What does that mean for you? Again, redeem that 15-minute complimentary session to learn more. Then last but not least, for right now anyway, we also have actually two things left that I want to talk about. On March 7th, right alongside with Saturn entering Pisces, we also have the full moon taking place, which will be in Virgo. So lots of energy, lots of energy, lots of energy. Very important to ground your energy while all this energy is taking place. The last piece of news I want to share regarding our planets is on March 25th. We have Mars that has been in Gemini for the last 7 months, or give and take 6 months, because we still have another month to go with this. That's going to be entering into Cancer. Now, Mars is about action. Taking action. We already know that Cancer is about family, home, healing, nurturing, that feminine energy. So there's definitely going to be a lot of energy in regards to taking action. Mars is a masculine energy, so you got that Cancer that's feminine, so that's a unity right there. So pay attention to that. Like I said, that's as much of a highlight I want to give regarding the planets, because there's a lot going on, and I want to help you better align with this energy by becoming aware of what one chakra, if not three, that you might need to work on to clear energy on. If you're not familiar with how the chakra system works and how to work it so it works to your advantage, in general, like myself, other healers work with 7 primary chakras. Those chakras are associated from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. If one or more of those chakras are a little stagnant or blocked, that's going to create a stagnation in your external world. You might be asking, well, how do I know if a chakra is blocked? Good question. And you know that by what's going on in your external world. If there is one area in your life that is not working exactly how you want it to be working just yet, that's an indication that that chakra that's associated with that part of your life is a little stagnant. It's very important to make sure all the chakras are flowing, because if you have one that's stagnant, that could very well cause others to get stagnant as well. Now, you might be thinking that, oh, everything is going really perfectly fine in one area of your life, and you're so hyper-focused on that one area, you're not paying attention to the other areas. Key word here is you want to bring balance to your entire life. You don't want all the energy in one area of your life and the other areas of your life is lacking. So let's find out what we need to know based on your zodiac signs. Now, here's what you could do with this. You can focus in on your sun, moon, and rising sign only, and that would either give you up to 3 cards to work with, or you can go and be the daredevil and look at your natal chart and see where those zodiac signs are, and then you're going to have a lot more to work with. But that's really up to you. But let's get this party started, because there's a lot to cover, and I want to get it all in. So here we're going to start with Aries. When we think about this energy we have going on, Aries, it's all about tying up your loose ends right now, bringing things to a closing, bringing things to a closing. So pay attention to that. Just writing a little note for myself here. Somewhere along the line, I lost a number. That's really funny. All right, somewhere I lost a note. That is so funny. What did I lose? Anyway, so let's get that Aries card out. For Aries, your card's in reverse. So for those Aries out there, again, doesn't matter where Aries is on your chart, this is what it's going to focus on. Reverse just means you need to pay attention to this message, and you definitely want to work on the chakra. The chakra is associated with your third eye, what it is you are focused on, what it is your visions are, and how to be the visionary, and how to apply this March magic into your energy. So the master teacher, this is for you to be the master teacher. It's also for you to call in your master teacher. Recognize that you're not here by yourself doing this, that you have a team that can help you move this energy along. So when we think about that Aries energy of being a master teacher, call on your team. 3-8. Let's talk about that number 11. 11 is a master number. So it is about the master healer. As the master healer, you're healing whatever area that your life that you are not focused on because you're too busy paying attention to something else. It's time to bring your focus onto everything in your life. Bring balance to that energy. That 11 is also about that connection that we are going to have with Pluto in Aquarius. After all, Aquarius is the 11th house. So this master teacher is, what are you going to learn as Pluto enters Aquarius? What things are going to shift for you? What things are going to die off for you? After all, it is about tying up those loose ends. So that's the Aries card. And I want you to pay attention that if any of these cards repeat, note that that just means that that particular chakra is definitely something you want to work on based on where it shows up in the other zodiac signs. That's what I did. All right, we're going to move on to Taurus. Let's see what Taurus needs to know. Taurus. Here we go for Taurus. Interesting for Taurus. So Taurus, you guys get the complimentary Reiki treatment. So for all you Taurus out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, go ahead and redeem your complimentary Reiki treatment. You have within 24 hours to redeem this session. So you can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. The chakra here is the heart chakra. So theoretically, with this energy that you have going on, with all the energy that's coming in for you, this is really something that could be weighing heavy on your heart. You may have some concerns, you may have some hurts, you may have some regrets. So pay attention to what's going to take place where Mercury moves into Pisces, and also making note that Venus, which I did not mention this before, Venus is moving into Taurus energy on March 16th. So this could be what this is all about, where Venus is about love, relationship, and your money. So what's causing your heart to feel heavy? So I just want to write a note that you guys got a complimentary Reiki treatment. Please go ahead and redeem that. And that email again is healingwithin76@gmail.com. Just going to grab some water. All right, we're going to move on to our Geminis. So you Geminis out there, we still have Mars in Gemini for another 30 days, and then it's going to be entering into Cancer. So you have had a lot of energy in your system. So let's see what's in store for you now, as this might be very well about your soul's calling, your achievements, your success, taking time to do inventory on what you've achieved in the last, let's say, year. I love the card self-love. Self-love. Excuse me. Self-love. This is definitely a time to incorporate self-love. What does self-love mean for you? How do you implement self-love into your day? The chakra is the root chakra, which is about getting yourself grounded, bringing more balance into your life, that you're not doing one thing over something else, which is what I said from get-go. That 7-3 is a 10, which is so perfectly aligned with the energy you're in. It's about the achievements. It's about your soul work. It's about taking this time to review what you need to review regarding what's working for you, and then taking inventory to what is not working for you. But really paying attention to self-love during the season of Pisces. Bring that into balance, and you should find yourself doing really well for the season. So self-love, 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 new ways of self-love as well with that 10 energy. Oh, excuse me. It is definitely a rough one for the throat chakra, as Mercury is just hours away from shifting out of Aquarius and into Pisces. And because I happen to have a Pisces sun sign, I'm definitely feeling this energy. All right, we're moving into Cancer. As I mentioned earlier, today's moon is in Cancer, and come the end of this month, Mars will be in Cancer. But don't have that to worry about just yet, because it's not there yet. But Let's see what's in store. Where Cancer is going to be traveling to, the knowledge you guys are going to be obtaining, learning to work with your spiritual wisdom, and coming away from the ego. Let's see what's in store. Okay, your card is in reverse as well. Reverse. Your chakra here is solar plexus. So this is about learning to trust your intuition. The message is old soul. So we think about Cancer energy. When we think about the moon is the ruler of Cancer. Therefore, it doesn't matter where the moon is, Cancers always feel the moon's energy. This is probably a really perfect opportunity during Pisces season to stay connected with your spirits, connect with your loved ones. An old soul just means that there's a major connection between someone that's crossed over, but then also pay attention that there very well might be somebody who's going to be traveling to come visit you, an old friend that you haven't seen in a really long time. That 2 and 6 is an 8 energy, which is about that old friend that's coming in, whether it's an old friend or an old ex. Remember those old exes? It's when they show up again, it's not about them coming back to have a reunion and start it all over again. It's a finish line. They're coming back for one of the two of you to get some closure is the word I'm hearing. So trust that whatever this reunion's about, it's not about, well, let's get back and start it all over again. Definitely not. There's a conversation to take place, for something to be said, an apology, or just to leave on a good note. Also that old soul, the spirit as well. So 2 ways that you can be getting a connection going on here. An old friend coming in, or a spirit showing up to give you some major guidance here. And that's for our Cancers. All right, moving into our Leos. So when we think about our Leo energy, we are looking at taking time just to explore. Just want to take a peek at something. So for Leos, it's all about transforming. What do you need to let go of? Are you ready for something new to come in for you? Are you ready for something new to come in? Let's take a peek at that Pluto Aquarius energy as it's coming in on the 23rd. Aquarius is your opposition sign. So this could very well be very powerful energy for you as well, because it's your opposition sign. In regards to what is it that you will be working on to let go of and transform into. Let's find out the card for you. Change. Oh, that's so perfect. Because again, when we think of Leo energy, they are ruled by the 5th house, associated with 5th house, and also associated with change. So what is going to change for you? Perhaps this Mercury energy moving into Pisces is going to help you have a conversation, help you express yourself better, be more creative, be more self-expressive as well. So change for Leos. That 5 is be curious enough to want to change something and expect the unexpected. The unpredictability might show up during this Pisces season for Leos. I love that. All right, we have our Virgos now. And Virgos, get ready for that amazing full moon that's coming in on March 7th. It's your moon. This is definitely a time to sit with your rituals, pen to paper, writing out what it is you want to put on your schedule and what it is you want to let go of your schedule. Remember, when we think of Virgo energy, we think of systems, we think of our health, fitness, and wellness regimens, we think of our schedules, we think of organization. Sometimes we think of being a little too rigid. So let's see what's in store. This is definitely a great time for meditation, sitting quietly, and exploring who you are on a deeper level. And because, again, when we think of that Virgo energy, the opposition is Pisces. So then with all this energy that's moving into Pisces, you Virgos are going to definitely be feeling this on a much deeper layer. There's going to be a lot of peeling of layers for you, where you see yourself very differently once the sun enters into Aries, because you've done all this amazing work based on all the energy that's going to be in Pisces. But do keep in mind that the Saturn and Pluto will stay in Pisces for some time, which means there's a lot of peeling the onion for you Virgos out there. An interesting card to show for Virgos, I said this word earlier, cards in reverse. So balance is the key, balance. So you may have a challenging time balancing out your schedule, balancing out the rest, balancing out the healthy habits of eating well. That might be a challenge for you during this season. So it's very important to make it a priority. That 7-6, which is about that 4 energy, is your foundation. This is extremely important to become health conscious and become aware of being kind to your body, being compassionate to your body, and also applying some self-care into your practice if you do not already have a self-care practice. Balance, balance, balance is key, but you may find that challenging to do this season only because there's so much energy in your opposition sign. And with that full moon coming in, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to be trying to sweep away. But do the work. Do the work, and you'll find that things will eventually fall into balance for you. And you will have a sense of ease and grace as you do this work. So we've gotten to Virgo. And what I usually like to do at this point is I usually like to take a little break. For one, to give my throat a minute to rest. And for two, to give you guys a chance to get some water. So we're going to do that, and then when I get back, I'm going to continue reading from Libra right down to Pisces and see what shows up. So I'm going to take that quick commercial break, and I'll be right back.
Hey, this is Joe Monkman, and I am a personal development trainer. And that means that I help people step into their leadership roles, take their place as a visionary, really understand their own mastery in the world so that they can really find their place at the buffet of life. And if you want to know more, you can find me on my Facebook page at Joe Monkman and joemonkman@gmail.com.
Ladies over 40, do you enjoy CrossFit, HIIT, interval training, Orange Theory, Zumba, or even yoga? I would like to help you incorporate 3 strength training workouts into that regimen. Yes, good old-fashioned strength training. I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, medical astrologer, master of numerology, the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast deck, and the founder of Holistic Fitness, located right here in New York, Queens. To learn how you can redeem your self-growth discovery session, email healingwithin76@gmail.com and get started on that new 3-day strength training regimen in addition to what you enjoy. That email again is healingwithin76@gmail.com.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Cosmic Energy. For those of you who are just tuning in and you happen to have Aries or Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and any of the other planets, you're definitely going to have to come back there to watch. And you can watch this on all the major platforms, just to mention a few: iHeart, iTunes, Audible, and of course this is live on YouTube as well. But I want to just say hi to those of you who are here with me, give a little shout out to Anne, who just seems to be here for month after month. So I thank you for your dedication and your commitment. I appreciate you. And let's see what we have in store for Libra. So there's going to be a lot of energy taking place for Libras come May. And I'll be talking more about that as we get closer, but I just wanted to put a little piece of that out there just to get you at the edge of your chair, being curious to know what the hell is going to go on in May for Libras. So pay attention down the road. Let's find out what's going on for you guys right now, right here. So Libra, your card's in reverse. So what is this, like the 3rd, 4th card that's been in reverse? So there's a lot of, I'm going to use the word resistance. There's a lot of, I don't know, concern, I think, for many of us in reference to how this energy with Pisces is going to unfold, because we do have a lot of planets that are shifting within a very short period of its time, such as I said, March 2nd, we have Mercury entering Pisces. On March 7th, we have Saturn entering Pisces. On March 3rd, I keep doing that backwards, we have that 3-3 energy. So there's a lot going on in a very short period of time. And I haven't even shared all the energies that's going on in March because there's a lot going on and I don't want to overwhelm you. But you could definitely catch highlights of all this energy that is coming in if you follow me on my Facebook page. And because I'm sharing about this on a regular basis. But anyway, for you Libras, this is all about the change that you're going to be enduring. Actually, not change, I'm sorry. More about the healing you're going to be enduring. Healing, what do you need to heal? Well, your word is intuition. And that's a great time to do this because, again, talk about Pisces energy. That's one of the key components of Pisces. It's our psychic abilities. Pisces happens to be the most intuitive sign there is out there. And the best time to activate your intuition is using Pisces energy. So for you Libras out there, this is your time to start trusting your intuition. How do you actually activate your intuition? Perfect color is the root chakra. Getting rooted. Get outside into nature as much as you can. Now that the I was gonna say holiday. It's not holiday. Now that the season's gonna get a slightly warmer, we do have daylight savings on March 12th as well. So we're gonna have more daylight. So it's a great time, a great opportunity to get out into nature more. Connect with a tree. Now, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm a tree hugger. Yes, I do hug trees. I put my back up against them. I sit down. I get my tailbone connecting to the root of the tree. For you Libras, I recommend you do the same thing. This way here, you can activate your root chakra. The number here is 2 and 4, which is perfectly aligned with where you are. This is about healing, nurturing, taking care of your mind, body, and spirit. That 6 is also associated with that Virgo energy, this full moon that's coming in. That full moon could be very powerful for you Libras, an absolutely amazing time to have a ritual to help you really become more aligned with your intuition. How to utilize your intuition. How do you know your intuition is working? A fun way to activate your intuition is allowing yourself to get used to different ways that your body moves and feels like when you are aligned with your intuition versus when it's not aligned with you. If you want to learn more about how to use your pendulum, how to use a pendulum for matter, or how do you use muscle testing, feel free to reach out to me and I can definitely teach you how to do that because it can definitely help you activate your intuition. So that 6 energy is about healing, nurturing. This is definitely a great time for you to work on healing, especially during that full moon's energy. You'll be healing your communication. You'll be healing your relationships. You'll be healing your boundaries and karmic cycles. And also Pluto is going to be helping you to heal a lot of things that no longer serves your energy. So Libra, pay attention to that. All right, we're moving right into our Scorpios. So you Scorpios out there, and I say that nice and loud, pay attention to this reading as you are focused on the changes that are coming in for you, changes that are going to be happening in reference to your business, changes happening in reference to your boundaries, having boundaries. That's a big word for Saturn's energy, is creating a boundary, learning to say no, learning to become in charge of whatever's going on in your life. If you feel like that people take advantage of you or you're always being stepped on, this Pisces Saturn energy is going to be very helpful for you. So change is definitely on its way. Pay attention to where that change might be coming through. It's definitely going to be related to business, especially because of that Pluto energy. So let's see what one card you can work on, one chakra you can work on so you can be more aligned to this amazing energy that's coming in. Interesting card that's just showing up for Scorpios. The word is marriage. Marriage. Now, some of you right now might be tripping over yourself and saying, oh shit, marriage? Oops, was I not supposed to curse? Anyway, when we use the word marriage, we can use it in 2 ways. Yes, there might be some Scorpios out there that might actually be tying the knot. Considering when we think about Pisces season, it is about tying up those loose ends. So maybe there is a proposal that's going to come in. Maybe you are going to create that boundary with another person. It's also related to what habits, programming, philosophies, and and contracts that you have that may be outdated, and it might be time to start cutting some cords from them regarding the marriage. So take some time to sit down and ask yourself what is working, what's not working, and allow Pluto to do its work. Double eight, so perfectly aligned with the eighth house, which is where Scorpios are. It's all about taking time to sit quietly. 8 and 8 is 16, which is about 7. So this is a really great time during this full moon's energy to help you out in regards to what's working, what's not working. Now, Scorpios and Taurus, where we have the north and south nodes, where eventually that's going to be changing as well. These last couple of months is really about who you are and what you're becoming. So reviewing the things that you are married to, habits, philosophies, programmings, and your contracts. This is all about higher learning, the crown chakra. This is not about your ego. So let your ego go to the side and allow yourself to be in that higher wisdom of knowing what's going to actually serve your purpose, as opposed to doing things that just feel good. When we're just doing things that feel good, it's based on our ego. If we're doing things that serves us, that's where we really want to be, serving versus feeling good. So pay attention to that. Sit quietly and connect with your crown. Connect with your higher consciousness. Utilize this energy that's coming in on March 3rd, which is that energy of that Christ-like energy where you sacrifice things so you can begin to release whatever is no longer serving you in your marriage, your philosophies, habits, programming, etc. So pay attention to that. Also want to point out for those Scorpios out there, because the sun and today's moon is in Cancer, is in the water rather, from the sun Pisces and moon Cancer, you Scorpios might also be feeling this emotion as well, where it could be a little overwhelming because all three, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, shows their emotions very differently. So pay attention to that as well. And that might be something you might need to work on healing and clearing. So this is a great day, great season to sit quietly and reflect on what needs to change. All right, we're moving into our Sagittarius energies. Sagittarius, this is about home. When we speak of home, it could be about connecting with your body, paying attention to how your body is feeling. Are you waking up feeling energized and ready to go? Or is there specific body parts that might be a little tender, overwhelmed, maybe even a little bloat taking place? Pay attention to that. It's also about paying attention to people at home, your family, paying attention to your inner child as well. So your card, creativity, tapping into your creativity. What is your creativity? How do you utilize your creativity? Do you like to paint? Do you like to dance? Do you like to bake? Do you like to sing? Utilize your creativity during this Pisces season. It will be very helpful for you, especially when we think about that 6 energy, about healing and nurturing and taking care of your home, your body, mind, and spirit. That 6 is 12. Let's talk about that 12 before we break it down to the single digit. Anytime you see the number 12, it's a portal energy. It's a reminder that you are independent, but you also have partnerships that lead into a collaboration. And that 3 energy with Mercury moving into Pisces is going to help you with that ability to communicate better with your family, with your friends, with yourself. Solar plex energy is all about, this is your time to start to feel worthy, start to feel appreciated, start to feel accepted, and start to honor your relationship with self. This way here you can honor the relationships with others as well. Creativity is going to be the key to master and open this energy so you can feel more worthy of yourself and all the different relationships you're going to have in regards to communication. It's a really big one for you, Sagittarius. So pay attention. All right, Capricorns. Now, we just got done talking about communication. That's where you really are right now. This is about communication. This is about creating, writing, speaking, sharing, connections. That's that 3 energy. That's where you are. And now that Pluto is finally moving away from Capricorn season, you guys are gonna get to breathe a little bit. You've learned a big lesson over the last 7 years. Now it's time to explore all the things that Pluto has literally transitioned out for you. So let's find out what cards you need to work on so you can really reap the benefits of all the energy. I'm sure you guys are going to like this. Financial abundance is on its way. So as, let's say, Venus moves into its Taurus energy, which is its home, it likes to be there, financial abundance is something that's going to show up for you. So pay attention. There might be conversations about money. You may be having a conversation with a partner, a business partner, or there might be some conversations going on in the home in reference to the possibility of how to budgeting and more, but rather than budgeting the money, it might be more about investing the money. How can you invest your money that you're going to be getting? Third eye here is to visualize the financial abundance, visualizing yourself having more money than you actually do, and then act out as though you have more money. 1-7 is that 8 energy, which is about abundance. It's also about harmony and balance that comes into play. It's associated with the 8th house in astrology, which is all about letting go of the old ways that you view money and allow this new way of viewing money. So viewing money in abundance, and think of it as money flows easily, frequently, in large amounts every day for Capricorn. So pay attention to that. Visualize it happening and holding it in your hand. Just like rain falls down, just think of that rain as money, and you're catching as much of it as you can. Remember, you are the creator. So however money's showing up in your life or not showing up in your life, you are creating that. So you can switch it as quickly as you want to. Remember, Pisces is all about the magical months, March magic. So you get to create the magic that you desire. All right, we have Aquarius. So you Aquarius out there, get ready to really take on this energy of Pluto. The community, the humanity, the patience that's going to show up. And I'm really interested to see what is going to take place now that Pluto is going to be entering Aquarius, and what major changes are going to be taking place with our communities, with collective energy. This is going to really influence everyone and everything. So let's find out what partnerships and relationships you're going to be connecting to over the next 7 years, and what cards you need to work on for that to happen. For you Aquarius out there, engaged. So very similar to the Scorpios that had the marriage card, Aquarius has the engaged card. And yes, it could very well be someone's going to get engaged during this Pisces season. How exciting. If so, congratulations. But it also could be, what kind of conversations are you engaging in? Throat chakra, what are you talking about? What conversations are you actually immersed in? Pay attention to those conversations, especially once Mercury moves into Pisces within the next 24 hours. We'll stay there for 3 weeks. So lots of things that will be coming up. What are you engaging in? What are you going to say yes to? What might you say no to? What new boundaries might you be creating during this next 3 weeks of Mercury in Pisces? And then, of course, Saturn in Pisces. 27, which is 9. 9 is about completion and ending. Something's coming to an end. A period is happening. So again, some of you might very well be getting engaged, and some of you might be having a conversation that may create some boundaries. Also, a karmic lesson might be showing up here. That 9 energy is also about traveling. So as you Aquarius, you might be traveling out to connect with different partnerships, relationships. This is a great time for conversations. So what do you want to say? Who do you want to say it to? All right. Love that, love that, love that. Last but not least, we have Pisces energy. So for you Pisces out there, happy birthday. And this is all about your new beginnings, your rebirth, your resetting, recharging, rejuvenating, all the re's. And really get prepared, because there's going to be lots of energy in your sign. Again, just to recap, we have Mercury that's going to be in Pisces. We have Saturn that's going to be in Pisces. Mercury's going to be in Pisces for, like I said, 3 weeks. Saturn's going to be there for about 2.5 years. So there's a lot going on. And from what I understand, when Saturn is in Pisces, Pisces has a challenging time with boundaries. Pisces sort of likes to just be free-spirited. But now that Saturn's going to be entering into Pisces, that might start to change. Pisces might become a little more, the word I'm hearing is rigid. They might become a little more strict is the other word. So pay attention. And if you know any Pisces out there, well, know that those Pisces out there are intuitive. They're sensitive, they're emotional, they're kind, they're compassionate. But at the same token as them being all of that, they could be on the flip side of it too, where they may be overwhelmed. So their addictions could show up in this energy as well. But there's going to be a lot of new things taking place for Pisces going forward with this energy that we have with Saturn and Mercury moving into Pisces energy. So let's see what one card we need to work on so we can clear this amazing energy. This card showed up before. I forget which sign had it, but this card showed up, the creativity card. So for you Pisces out there, this is going to be a really important time to tap into your creativity. Whatever that creativity is, this is going to help you really stay attuned to all your abilities, all your processes of being sensitive, being intuitive, being compassionate, being kind. Solar plex energy, because there's a lot of energy going on in your system, you may become overwhelmed. You may start doubting yourself. You might not feel valued or appreciated. It's really important to work on that solar plex energy. So this way here, you do maintain that high level of vibration and that you feel more in a line to your soul's calling. That's 6-6. 6 is about healing. Now, Pisces, I'm sure you know this already, so this is just more like a review. Healing, nurturing, taking time to meditate, taking time to rest is extremely important for your energy because you do carry you carry all of the signs, but you also got a lot of intuitive energy flowing within your system. So it's so important to make sure you're resting. Rest as much as you do all your other things. That 12, again, is your portal because it's associated with the 12th house. So it is really about your ability to connect, your ability to create, your ability to tap into your most highest vibration possible. But when we get overwhelmed, it could also be some addictions that show up. That's 3 energy. What is it that you're going to need to say? How are you going to say it? What are your boundaries? What do you want to create as boundaries? Very important as well. But one thing for sure I want to put out there for Pisces, this is a really amazing time for you. So if you've been feeling as though things have not been working, you're going to see a switch all of a sudden. You're going to start to notice that everything's going to start to fall into place for you, which is extremely important and powerful. And remembering that this is the month of magic. So use your magic wand if you have one. And if you don't, just know that that magic wand is within. So trust, trust, trust. Value yourself. Let go of any insecurities that you might be carrying. Let go of any limitations. Know that everything and anything is possible. You can stretch yourself this month. You can move into that space of allowing yourself to be uncomfortable, because uncomfortable is a key component to growing. So that was for Pisces. So again, happy birthday to all the Pisces out there. And what I also want to put out there, I know that Taurus has a complimentary Reiki treatment coming to them for those who redeem their session. I also want to put out there for everybody, in honor of my birthday, I will be celebrating my birthday this Saturday, the 4th, the one day out of the entire year that actually tells you to do something, which is March 4th, I'm born on. I am giving to everybody a complimentary 15-minute self-growth discovery session. So for you Taurus who have it on your card, you're going to get a double one, which means 30 minutes. but everybody else gets to redeem a 15-minute complimentary self-growth discovery session. You can redeem that session by emailing healingwithin76@gmail.com, and then I'll send my schedule to you. I will also put my calendar link in the comments on Facebook, so you can just click on that if you need, but that will take place after the show. But whatever the case, that is my gift to every one of you who are watching, whether you're watching here with me live or you're watching on the replay. Go ahead and redeem that 15-minute complimentary self-growth discovery session on behalf of my birthday. So this is an extremely exciting month. I believe that many healers, astrologers, numerologists, you name them, I believe we've all been looking forward to this particular month in itself, because it is such a powerful, magical, energetic, joyful month with all the shifts that are taking place. And everything that we've experienced within the last, give and take, 3 years, because this is also, if I'm not mistaken, is it 3 years or are we on our 4th year? I think it's our 3rd year. I'm not even sure. Our 3rd or 4th year where we've experienced this whole shift that's taken place with the pandemic that has literally led us to this point right now. So what we've experienced 3 years ago and what's going to happen now, we're going to see some major, major shifts. So pay attention. Keep a journal if need be. And I'm just going to run through one last time just those dates that we talked about earlier for those of you who might have missed it. And I'm going to try to keep it in an order here. So let's see if I can do this. We have March 2nd, which is tomorrow. Mercury enters Pisces. On March 3rd, that's 3-3 day. That's a very strong, powerful energy where, again, every one of us will have the ability to tap into our higher creation, our higher Christ-like energy to sacrifice what we need to sacrifice. So that's that 3-3 energy. When you add that energy up, it is about your foundation and how you are working with your foundation, your body, your home, and your career. Then on March 7th, we have Saturn entering Pisces, which is all about karmic cycles, your boundaries, and once again, your foundation. Moving into March 16th, we have Venus entering Taurus. Venus is the planet of love, relationship, and money. And I'm just going to flip back just a second, where we also have on March 7th, the same day Saturn enters Pisces, we have the full moon in Virgo, a really powerful day to do your rituals because of those two energies together. Then we have on March 21st, we have the new moon flowing into Aries energy, which is going to really light the flame for the energies going forward from Aries on, and what's about to take place for Aries and Libras come May. I'll talk about that later, keeping you at the edge of your chair again. Then on March 23rd, we have Pluto entering Aquarius, and that's going to be there for the next 7 years. So interesting to see what changes take place with our community, with the collective energy. That is really a huge collective energy shift that every one of us are going to see. Just want to bring back something regarding the Saturn Pisces energy on March 7th. If you're familiar with this term, the internet will have its Saturn's return on March 7th because apparently internet was born on March 7th. So it will have its Saturn return. So that means we're also going to see a major shift regarding internet, the media, how all of that works. And I think we're already starting to see that as well. And then last but not least, as I mentioned earlier, we have on March 12th, daylight savings. We're going to have more sunlight. And then finally, March 25th, we have Mars entering Cancer. Mars is about action. Cancer is about home, family, and your body. We do have a lot of other stuff taking place, such as we have this the spring equinox happening and so much more. So just stay tuned. Catch me on Facebook as I talk more and more about all these different things that are taking place with our planets. If you are not familiar with what each of your zodiac signs, where they are on your natal chart, I invite you to go and grab your natal chart. You can get a natal chart for free on any major astrology sites. I have a favorite one myself. If you're interested in learning that favorite one, feel free to email and I'll send you that information. because I think it's time that each and every one of us own our own natal chart so we can better understand what's going on with us. We are energetically connected to every one of our planets, and when we understand where the planets are personally, collectively, things just become a little more easily. So again, for any questions or comments to redeem my birthday special that I put out there, that 15-minute complimentary self-growth discovery session, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. For all you Taurus out there, sun, moon, or rising sign, please go ahead and email to get that 15-minute complimentary Reiki treatment. And just enjoy the rest of your day. And once again, happy birthday to all those who are celebrating Pisces energy, Pisces birthday. Until next time, which will be in April, the first Wednesday of the month. It's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for following. And again, thank you to Anne, who's here, committed, dedicated, and constantly leaving comments. And I do appreciate you and everybody else who's watching on the replay. Until then, enjoy this amazing energy. Remember, even though I have magic within me, I also use my magic wand. But know that magic does sit within you. This is an amazing month to activate your magic. For now, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the season. Till next time, bye-bye for now.